Has begun again. How's it going? Easy. Welcome in.
All the decadent horrors I have
I know, I
seen
saw. What crap?
pale in
3. Oh, I
comparison
saw
to that
2.
final,
3
crowning
virtues in a
deed.
row. I couldn't get one.
I could not look,
So
nor could I look away.
our record holds true so far. Let's run. So far.
Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Moon Cloak. Dark Bracer. Wrong run there. Darkest Dungeon. Well. Effectively crush the Countess. The easiest ways, so the Countess can be pretty RNG, but the easiest way is to just stack dodge to where she can't hit anyone. That's what we did on the boys run. I mean, that's almost always the case though. So the easiest way is to go in there with a man-at-arms with bolster and to take a little bit of the space drugs, the shard dust with you, and so you can reset bolster. And you can just get everyone to your goal is to get everyone to over 100 raw dodge. Is more like 110 to be extra safe. If you're not doing that, then there's two main things that can help with her. One, if someone has the love letter on them, that bulbous thing on them, do not attack with them. So take characters that can do other things other than attack if they have that on there. Like Vestal can heal, Cultist can heal, Hellion can just be buffing herself while you're waiting for it to fall off. Things like that. Because if you do too many actions, attack actions with that on them, it's going to explode and she's going to get the extra damage. The other thing is that bleed is really good against her, especially if you can get the bleed on her when she's flushed. So during her flushed form, she has lower resistances. So getting bleeds on her during that from like Flagellant or again the Hellion, or, whatever, anyone with a bleed is really good because she has so many actions per round that bleeds go through her really quickly. So as long as you can get a bleed on her, it's going to be the full effect. You're going to get the full amount of damage from the bleed. So that's the big things with her. But the most reliable is actually just getting like 110 dodge on everyone. And then she just basically doesn't hit. Yeah, that's a team that I use against her quite a bit. If you're not going the dodge route, Hellion, Flagellant, Jester, Vestal, yeah, it's one of the teams that I typically use against her. Yep. We need to get our level 2 Vestal leveled up. She'll level up from this, so we can take her to this and level her up. So, yeah, let's go do that. All right, this will do. Yeah, no problem, NK. See, I told you last time, I was like, I don't know why I'm calling you Wanderer today. Sometimes I call you NK, sometimes I call you Wanderer. And this time it's NK. I don't know why. All right. We are ready for champion business now. I mean, we are. The town is ready for it. Me, I might not be, but let's go ahead and get rabies removed. I don't think there's anything else you're gonna remove right now. If I remember right. We're pretty clean for the most part. Out of things that are like this would be nice to get rid of, but we can't put them in there. Can't put them in there. Same thing with Barian, because if we do, it's gonna spread the curse to other people in there. So Getting rid of Shocker would be okay too. I mean, both of the do all the antiquarians have Shocker right now? Deadly. Quick draw. Alright. I think we're good. It's an apprentice, so it should go fairly well. Our good trinkets and whatnot. Okay. Let's get our trinkets and let's get in. Sharpened dagger on our Hellion. Well, our Vestal, we're gonna go healing and map. On our frontline Hellion, we're gonna go crescendo. Let's go crescendo in. I want to go Dismas. Yeah, crescendo Dismas is fine. Since apprentice. We also are gonna do feather crystal here. Antiquarian is gonna go full out dodge, overture, and camo. That should be good enough. I hold on to that. I doubt I'll use it, but all right. Also doubt I'm gonna do any zero light stuff this run, so I should probably just get rid of El's hairpin. We have so much gold. I can hold on to the rat. You know what? We don't have to like mid-max selling this stuff. We have so much money. We're about to get a bunch more. Okay. We're gonna go overkill on supplies because we're rich. Okay, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping, upgrades, trinkets, skills, camping, food, shovels, keys, torches, curio, junk. Recording's good. Let's get in.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
This is a weird symmetrical dungeon. What is this? It's a weird setup. It's a trap.
Watch your step.
And then get that off there. Second to Gillian, throw money at opponents and deal damage proportionally. Man, if there was something like that, yeah, we would have an easy game from here on out. We do have a way to get rid of disease, so I'm going to take the Stresscaster out first. Hopefully. Oh, this is not Final Fantasy.
Destroy them all.
The last question, is there any effective strategy to deal with the Horrid Shrieker without taking too much damage? So if you're just trying to survive without taking damage, dodge is still the answer. I know it's crazy. Apparently the Shrieker, Champion Shrieker only has its highest accuracy move is like 108 or something like that. So the easiest way to max out dodge on it without having to use drugs is to bring Double Houndmaster. Bring Double Houndmaster, put dodge trinkets on them, and then have both of them guard the people that, the other two people, and just guard non-stop, and it's very easy to get the Houndmaster up to 95% dodge that way. And then the other two, you can just heal stress and heal your people. I like doing a cultist, Houndmaster, Jester for that kind of strategy, and that's just trying to survive through to round 5 when the Shrieker flies away, and it's considered a win. Now, if you're trying to kill it, then it becomes a lot different. If you're trying to kill it, the main thing you need to do is debuff its dodge. And the best way I found to do that is to bring the, which one is it, Arbalist or Musketeer? I know they both have the debuff. I think they both have the trinket too. Anyway, Arbalist or Musketeer with the trinket that makes it so they're more likely to put on their debuff, and then an accuracy trinket. The problem then is that the Shrieker has multiple actions, so the debuff falls off pretty quick.
Seize this momentum.
But yeah, the team that I like doing for that includes a highwayman for riposte, and then a musketeer or an arbalist for the debuff. That's the most consistent minus dodge debuff that I've had success with against that enemy. Yeah, if you're just trying to survive though, the answer once again, just stack dodge. Tripped in the door frame there. Shovel kind of sucks. We're gonna have to get in front of her so she doesn't get point blank shot.
Their formation.
I gotta remember this is Apprentice though.
Maintain the
So
offensive.
it's not too bad. We have a lot of dodge. We have good healing damage. Caution cloak's worth it. Plus scouting's nice. You like the minus speed means you get less damage into stress casters early. I think it can be worth it early on the right character. The one that's already gonna go late in the turn and has no other way. Like, you know, your early Crusader that has a speed of 1 and you have nothing else impacting it. Yeah, caution cloak, throw it on him. You might as well, you know? But I agree with you on most people. It's like, I don't want to consistently go after the stress caster. How'd the first run go? It went pretty well. We got an affliction. It was kind of on purpose. So it wasn't on purpose that we got her up to like 80 stress, but then once we got to 80, I was like, we might as well see if we get a virtue to heal the stress. We didn't, so we did end up coming out of it with an affliction. But aside from that, it went well. Go on, Squid. Yeah, right, it's the worst. Icon, welcome in. I'm like an encyclopedia of knowledge when it comes to Darkest Dungeon. Thanks. I definitely don't know everything, and you know, I make mistakes like everyone. I've forgotten a lot of stuff that I used to know, but
Obliterated.
try to keep as knowledgeable as I can. Yeah, I attempted a virtue. We still haven't gotten a virtue in this entire run. No virtues, no death blow, check wins, or whatever you want to call it.
The bigger
No
the
virtues
beast,
in this run.
the greater the glory.
I don't think so, Phelan. But
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
it's possible, I suppose. All right, we have an antiquarian. I gotta make sure I remember that. No death resist. Women, am I right? Apparently. I would not be surprised at all. I thought about talking about it in the video that I'm making.
Glorious is the
So I'm making a Darkest Dungeon 2
heart,
wishlist video.
his efficacy
I would
unwitnessed
not
by his own
be
eyes.
surprised at all if in Darkest Dungeon 2 they make it so there are both gender of every class. Oh, secret room. I'd be completely fine with that. Of course, it would mean that we couldn't do challenges like this. But I'm sure there's
Another mariner. Another
yeah, I'm working on a video. It's a new kind of video. Never done one quite like it. That's my 5 top wish list items for Darkest Dungeon 2. That's not one of them, but we're here for the loot, right? I wasn't, but I mean, we do have an antiquarian in a secret room, so apparently.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Woman Man at Arms.
blossoms.
Well, they just changed the name of Man at Arms, right? So they change it to Shield Bearer or something like that. So I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't mind if they do either way. It doesn't bother me. Neither for or against. Yeah, hopefully Redhook sees it. That would be awesome.
Ghoulish horrors.
Yeah, I meant just cosmetic, yeah.
Low and driven into the mud.
Or just call him Man at Arms like Veteran, yeah. Something like that. You just change his name. Make it work. Game should change very little about this game. Don't count on it. So.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Oh God. Doing. Well, I've never heard anyone call him that. Could be wrong though. Nobody likes it when a hero dies. It's only usually come back to you for a challenge.
Confidence surges as the
Sure, there'll be a lot of changes in Dark Dungeon 2. Based on a little bit that we know, it looks like there's gonna be quite a few. It's the Bring of Heart Attack like League.
executed with impunity. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Keep stacking that dodge. Might as well. It's not actually gonna do much damage, so. I'll check that curio on the way back down, so we can do it with the lights out.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Skill tree for quirks and abilities, so you can customize heroes. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm talking about in that video a little bit too. So, I like both buying communities, but I should really improve the game similar to Minecraft most of the time. Don't want a disease, even though we have a way to get rid of it. It's still gonna take up respite to get rid of it, so we're just gonna go ahead and kill the sea maggot on turn 1. Downside is now both these are in the front, so they can both attack the same target. But again, it's Apprentice. Apprentice, we have high dodge, good characters. Should be fine. It's just on the front one. It's not gonna matter really, but front one would have been a little bit better too, so that she could have thrown dagger instead of pick to the face there. But like I said, it doesn't matter. Things like that will matter a lot more in champion.
Inspiration and improvement.
Okay, nice.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
2 bags. I wonder if they're both empty. Which one has a map that contains only the areas that we've already been to? Play along with me. Yeah, I really like Monster Hunter World, so I'm curious how Arise will be. I don't know how much I'll end up getting to play it, but I will be playing it at least for a few hours today. I really liked Monster Hunter World. It's been a long time since I played Monster Hunter World, but does anyone know if they have any plans of bringing Arise to other consoles or to PC, or is it going to be Nintendo exclusive forever? That's something that for some reason I haven't looked into. Go this slightly. It's been confirmed. It'll be on PC in a year. That's nice. Yeah, thank you, Manny. It's pretty awesome. I'll probably just play around with it on Switch a little bit, get used to it, and then I'll probably pick it up when it comes out on PC. To play for real. No, lights out, crap.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Hey, we got it inside. Enjoyed watching all 12 hours content. Yeah, I know, you've said that before. We might as well camp for inventory space, right? Like, because we're about to pick up stuff from a secret room. Got all these curios on the way. Yeah, let's just do it.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
All right. We don't have any diseases to get rid of. Let's prevent nighttime ambush. Let's get sharpened spear up. And screw it. Let's see what trinket she gets. It might be garbage. We might throw it down, or it might be something incredible. It's garbage. We're going to throw it down. Garbage.
In Radiance, may we
Dark Dungeon
find
2,
victory.
yes, it's coming out this year. It's going to be in early access as an Epic Game Store exclusive for what seems like a year. They haven't confirmed 1 year. We do know it'll be Epic Game Store exclusive during early access. And then they were asked the question how long early access would be. And they said, well, the first Darkest Dungeon was in early access for about 11 months. And we feel good with about that year time frame. So likely to be a year in early access on Epic Game Store before it goes wide. From what Redhook has a FAQ about Darkest Dungeon 2 as well, where they answer that kind of stuff. If anyone's extra curious, you could always check that out.
A handsome reward.
Short story for a simple hunter-prey dynamic. Too bad when you just want to get on with hunting. I liked it. The Epic Games. I don't like the Epic Games Store either. However, I don't fault any indie developers for going exclusive for a limited time, because it can give them the funds they need without doing like a Kickstarter, for instance, to get more development into the game in a shorter amount of time, hire the extra people they need, you know, whatever. It gives them more funds to work on the game. As much as I hate having to play it through Epic for the first year, I can understand when indie developers do it, right? However, when like those big AAA studios do it, it seems like kind of a slap in the face. Yeah, so I don't fault Redhook at all. But. Brock. Let's see. 1 immune, 2 immune, 3 immune, 4. So we might need 16 food. Worst case scenario, we need 16 food. So. Probably should be more competition with Steam. Yeah, I mean, more competition is good. The exclusivity stuff is unfortunate. Like, it'd be nice if there was another launcher that competed in a different way than exclusivity, but I don't know how they could, unless the only other way that something could probably compete enough to actually draw people there would be if it competed through price, and that would take a lot. That would take some big money. But I mean, not that Steam is perfect or anything by any means. I can think of improvements for Steam, but TF2 being left us. Interesting something PC players ever wanted, such as third-party exclusives. True story, yeah. Through price, people would get upset. Yeah. So it's a hard thing. And like I said, it would take so much money for a company to compete through price with Steam. Yeah, let's just loot it. Yeah, price wouldn't even work on some people, right? It'd have to be a really good launcher and have some other benefit and, you know, compete on price. Something. Like maybe something that competed on price and had like the best net code for all the games. I have no idea. You just get on Steam, just skip games. All right, let's get out the stress casters. We are getting a little bit of stress built up here. Already on one. I got you. Love TF2. I never played it. Rather have a TF3 than anything. Developers for it. There was loss. Applied for every game. Clearest at least. Complain is the point the developers told Epic. Yeah, I don't know. Crazy. Yeah, better connectivity, especially across region. Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Like really good net code. Yeah, a lot of people's Epic accounts has just become a collect whatever free games they're giving out. That's what mine basically is. Oh, I don't know why I didn't throw dagger there. We have enough torches to snuff here. We don't have a key, but that's all right. Oh no, it hasn't been for a long time. I didn't figure this one would be.
The darkness
Mamba, no.
much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Finally a rare and seek. Okay. 1 immune, 2 immune, 3. We only need 12 food maximum now, so I can get rid of that. Yeah, screw it. What? That was the last room battle? Okay. They have a key. Figured I'd try it anyway.
The light, the promise of safety.
All right. Do they give free games regularly? Yeah. Usually it's 1 to 2 free games a week, and a lot of times really good games too, like AAA games. There's been a lot of good ones. And then during events, certain events, they'll give out like a free game every single day. Which is crazy. Got some really good stuff on there for free. That's what most of my library is.
Impressive.
Epic Games just giving stuff away. Yeah, they have been for a long time. They take the hit on it. It's to get people to make accounts there. So they're giving out lots of good games for free. And the developers, if it's a non-EA or whatever, non-Epic, I should say. Not EA. Yeah, we'll snuff. It's fine.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Yeah, I feel like it's cool for missing out and all that stuff. Yeah, they've given out so much. They've given out lots of really good stuff. Why do they want you to make an account there? Well, I mean, every place that has somewhere you can log in wants as many people making accounts as possible. The more people that make an account there and are playing games over there, the more likely they are to play there more, and more likely they are to buy games, and the more likely a game developer is to go exclusive with them because they see the stats, the numbers, and I mean, there's tons of reasons. Yeah. We actually, like, we might get a battle backtracking here, but that's it. So I think I'm just going to get rid of the torches.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted and purpose is made clear.
I don't think it's not stupid business practice. It works. I mean, so many places do that. Look, places that give out free samples. I mean, it's been going on for forever, since marketing has existed. Giving out coupons, giving out free samples. I mean, it works, or else companies wouldn't do it. They don't want to lose money. Might not work on you, but it works on most people. Both of these can be used for curios that give loot. Oh yeah, and way before video games even existed, places were doing that. Yeah. First taste is free. Working on you. Yeah, I have so many good games. Like, my wife and I have played many hundreds of hours on Epic that we wouldn't have because they gave out Ark for free. My wife and I had wanted to try out Ark together, like on our own little server or whatever, but we never wanted to buy the game because we weren't sure if we'd like it or not. And they gave out Ark for free maybe a year ago or something like that, and so we're like, hey, we'll try it out. If it works on it, but not with games. Don't want to give Epic money. Because of free Grand Theft Auto, Steam didn't give free. Yeah, and that's how they get people on their platform, right? And even if 95% of people that make an account to get free games never spend any money, 5% do, And even if 100% didn't, it still gets their concurrent player count up. It gets their numbers up, and then it looks better to shareholders. It looks better to potential companies to come in and advertise with them or to go exclusive with them. Like, it's not only about the first line, the first layer, the first line of money coming in from those accounts, right? There's a whole lot more to the story than that. We could save this torch and make sure that's not a shambler. And that would allow us to go a little bit further. All right, let's do that. Squeeze out as much loot as we can. Only this when endorsed it to you on Epic.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly
All right,
corruption.
it's our last bit of loot. We're gonna dodge a little bit less because not a lot less, only the camo cloak. I mean, the enemy's gonna have more accuracy too, though, but. Chill, this is gross. Just kill the shambler. We killed enough shamblers this run. Oh. I'm done with shamblers for a little while. Sell two friends, they sell two friends. Yeah, exactly. It's not just about the money, it's about concurrent player base and everything too. And beyond that. Chandler's kind of annoying. Well, what I rely on to kill them, yeah, Highman is the counter to Shamblers. I mean, there's a lot of teams that can kill them, but double Highman just makes all Shambler fights super easy, or easiest that it can be. But we're not allowed to use Highman in this run, so there's not a really great team in this run against Shambler. In fact, probably the best team that we have against the Shambler is Hellion, Shieldbreaker, Grave Robber, Vestal, and that's what we ran into a veteran woman with already, and we ended up having deaths even with a good team. So they just wear us down because we don't have repose, we don't have stress healing, we don't have buffs. No, I mean, if I used modded classes for the ladies run, then I would completely go against like the challenge that we're doing. So no, I'm not using any modded classes. No, no females have repose. None of them have a good guard.
This expedition at least promises success.
A guard that they can guard themselves with, or guard someone else rather, not themselves, like the Antiquarian. Yeah, that's the end of the dungeon. We got everything.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Praise the sub.
Handkerchief balls. Handkerchief, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Handkerchief. Very much appreciated.
The pungent odor
Favor the
of
support.
it. The things are driven back for a time.
Well, yeah, Marvin's mods are good, but I'm not going to use any mods that are going to change. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be. I mean, the challenge wouldn't make any sense for what we're doing anyway. Another Luminous. Oh my lord, so good. Balance is whatever. Ruins. The rest doesn't matter. Luminous. Another Luminous, man.